Imagine holding a key that could unlock the most fulfilling years of your life. A key so powerful, it could transform your relationships, heal old wounds, and reveal parts of yourself you thought were long lost. Now, what if I told you that key is something you already possess? It's silence. I'm 80 years old, and I've learned that silence isn't just golden, it's transformative. If you're between 55 and 75, you're about to discover how the simple act of being silent can revolutionize your world. Are you ready to unlock your hidden potential and live as if you have nothing to lose? 1. The power of silence. Silence isn't just the absence of noise, it's a presence in itself. As we age, life naturally slows down, offering us a golden opportunity to embrace silence and harness its transformative power. Remember when you were younger, always rushing from one task to another? Your mind was a constant whirlwind of thoughts and worries. But now, you have the chance to step off that merry-go-round and into the calm eye of the storm. In silence, you'll find a wellspring of wisdom you never knew you had. It's like excavating buried treasure within your own mind. Those flashes of insight, those aha moments that seem to come out of nowhere, they're born in the quiet spaces between your thoughts. Try this. Start with just 5 minutes of silence a day. Find a comfortable spot, close your eyes, and simply be. Don't try to empty your mind. That's not the goal. Instead, imagine your thoughts as clouds passing across a clear blue sky. Acknowledge them, then let them drift away. At first, it might feel uncomfortable. Your mind, so used to constant stimulation, might rebel. That's okay. It's all part of the process. Stick with it. As you practice, you'll notice something remarkable happening. The world around you will start to come into sharper focus. Colors might seem brighter, sounds clearer. You'll start to notice details you've overlooked for years. This heightened awareness isn't just about external stimuli. You'll also become more attuned to your own inner world. Those gut feelings you've learned to ignore, they'll start speaking up, louder and clearer than ever. And here's the real magic. As you cultivate inner stillness, you'll notice the world around you starting to calm down too. Challenges that once seemed insurmountable will feel more manageable. It's as if by calming the storm within, you're creating a bubble of serenity that extends outward, touching everything and everyone around you. 2. Rediscovering yourself. Who are you when you strip away all the roles you've played throughout your life? Parent, spouse, professional, friend. These labels have defined us for so long. But now, in the silence, you have the opportunity to peel back these layers and rediscover your core self. Think back to your younger days. What were your passions? What made your heart sing? What dreams did you put on hold because life got in the way? In the quiet moments, these long-forgotten aspects of yourself will start to resurface. I remember the day I retired. Suddenly, the identity I'd built over decades of work crumbled away. In the deafening silence that followed, I felt lost. But as I sat with that discomfort, something remarkable happened. Old passions began to stir. I picked up a paintbrush for the first time in 40 years, and it felt like coming home. This process of rediscovery isn't always easy. It might bring up feelings of regret or sadness for paths not taken. But silence provides a safe space to explore these emotions without judgment. It's like watching a movie of your life. But instead of being caught up in the drama, you're observing it from a place of calm acceptance. As you reconnect with your true self, you might be surprised by what you find. Maybe you'll rediscover a talent for writing, a love of gardening, or a knack for woodworking. Or perhaps you'll uncover a completely new passion. After all, it's never too late to learn something new. I took up surfing at 70, and it's become one of the great joys of my life. This journey of self-rediscovery isn't just about hobbies or skills. It's about reconnecting with your values, your beliefs, your authentic voice. In the silence, you'll start to hear the whispers of your soul, guiding you towards what truly matters in this stage of your life. 3. Healing old wounds. We all carry emotional baggage, regrets, disappointments, unresolved conflicts. These old wounds can weigh us down, coloring our present and future with the pain of the past. But in the stillness of silence, we find a powerful opportunity for healing. Silence creates a safe space where we can confront our past without being overwhelmed by it. It's like opening an old photo album. In the quiet, we can look at each memory, each hurt, each regret, without immediately reacting to it. We can observe our feelings with a sense of distance and compassion. I spent years harboring anger towards my father. We never saw eye to eye, and our relationship was marked by conflict and misunderstanding. But as I sat in silence, day after day, something shifted. I began to see him not just as my father, but as a human being, flawed, struggling, doing the best he could with the tools he had. This new perspective didn't erase the past, but it allowed me to view it through a lens of understanding and forgiveness. I found myself letting go of the anger I'd carried for so long. It was like putting down a heavy suitcase I didn't even realize I'd been carrying. The healing power of silence isn't limited to forgiving others. Often, the person we need to forgive most is ourselves. In the quiet, we can confront our own mistakes and shortcomings with gentleness. We can acknowledge our human imperfections without harsh self-judgment. This process of healing isn't always comfortable. As you sit in silence, you might find painful memories or emotions bubbling to the surface. That's okay. In fact, it's part of the healing process. Think of it like cleaning out an old wound. It might sting at first, but it's necessary for true healing to occur. Remember, healing is a journey, not a destination. Be patient with yourself. Some wounds take longer to heal than others. But with consistent practice of silence and self-compassion, you'll find yourself moving towards a place of peace and acceptance. 4. Transforming relationships. One of the most profound ways silence can impact our lives is through its effect on our relationships. In a world that often prioritizes talking over listening, embracing silence teaches us the art of true communication. When we practice silence, we develop the ability to listen not just to words, but to the emotions, needs, and unspoken truths behind them. This deep listening can transform even the most strained relationships. I've been married for 55 years, and I can tell you, it hasn't always been smooth sailing. But you know what saved our marriage? Learning to shut up and really hear what my wife was saying. Not just her words, but the feelings behind them, the needs she was expressing. Try this. The next time you're in a conversation, challenge yourself to listen without planning your response. Just be fully present. You might be amazed at what you hear when you're not busy formulating your next point. This kind of listening creates a space of safety and understanding. When people feel truly heard, they're more likely to open up, to share their true thoughts and feelings. This leads to deeper, more authentic connections. As you practice silence and deep listening, you'll likely find your relationships evolving. Old patterns of communication might shift. Conflicts that once seemed intractable might find resolution. You might discover new depths in relationships you thought you knew everything about. And here's something remarkable. As you become a better listener, you'll likely find that others become better listeners too. It's as if your presence creates a field of attentiveness that others naturally tune into. This transformation extends beyond your personal relationships and into your broader community. As you cultivate inner peace and the ability to truly listen, you become a calming presence for those around you. People may seek out your company, your advice, or simply your presence. In this way, your practice of silence can have a ripple effect, spreading peace and understanding far beyond your immediate circle. 5. The science of silence. You might think that the benefits of silence are all in your head. Well, you're right, but not in the way you might think. Modern neuroscience is revealing the profound impact that silence can have on our brains, especially as we age. One of the most exciting discoveries in this field is neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new connections and pathways throughout life. This means that, contrary to old beliefs, our brains don't stop growing or changing as we age. Instead, They remain adaptable, capable of creating new patterns of thought, behavior, and emotional response. Silence plays a key role in promoting this neuroplasticity. When we engage in practices like meditation or simply sitting in quiet reflection, we give our brains a chance to rest and reset. In this state of rest, the brain is able to process information, consolidate memories, and create new neural pathways that support positive thinking, emotional resilience, and creativity. For those of us in the 55 to 75 age range, this is particularly important. Regular practice of silence can help maintain cognitive sharpness, improve memory and attention, and even enhance problem-solving skills. It's like a workout for your brain, keeping it fit and flexible as you age. But the benefits don't stop there. Silence has been shown to reduce the production of cortisol, the stress hormone that can impair cognitive function and contribute to a range of physical health problems. Lower cortisol levels mean better sleep, improved immune function, and a reduced risk of stress-related diseases. Here's something fascinating. Researchers have found that silence is associated with the growth of new cells in the hippocampus, the brain region associated with learning, memory, and emotion. Yes, you read that right. Silence can actually help your brain grow new cells, even at our age. So, how can you harness these scientific benefits? Start with short periods of silence. Even just a few minutes a day can make a difference. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. If your mind wanders, and it will, gently bring your attention back to your breathing. Remember, like any form of exercise, consistency is key. The benefits of silence compound over time. So make it a daily habit, even if it's just for a few minutes. Your brain will thank you for it. 6. Living fearlessly. Now, let's talk about the most liberating aspect of embracing silence. It empowers you to live as if you have nothing to lose. And here's the secret. At this stage of life, you really don't. Think about it. You've lived through decades of experiences. You've weathered storms, celebrated victories, and learned countless lessons. What's left to fear? Rejection? Failure? At this point, these are just opportunities for growth, not threats to your existence. Silence helps you tap into this fearless part of yourself. When you're quiet, you realize that most of your fears are just noise. They don't have any real power over you unless you give it to them. I spent far too many years worrying about what others thought of me, afraid to step out of my comfort zone. Now, I dance in public. I wear bright colors. I speak my mind. It's incredibly liberating. This fearless attitude, born from silence, can transform every aspect of your life. Always wanted to write a book? Start that novel. Dreamed of starting a business? Take the plunge. Wanted to learn a new language or instrument? Sign up for those lessons. Remember, you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. You have a lifetime of skills, knowledge, and wisdom to draw upon. Combine that with the fearless attitude that comes from embracing silence, and there's no limit to what you can achieve. Living fearlessly doesn't mean being reckless. It means being true to yourself, following your passions, and not letting fear hold you back. It means recognizing that at this stage of life, your most valuable asset is not your reputation or your bank balance, but your time. How will you choose to spend it? In the silence, you'll find the courage to answer that question honestly. You'll discover what truly matters to you, free from the expectations and pressures that may have guided your choices in the past. And here's the beautiful paradox. When you live as if you have nothing to lose, you stand to gain everything. New experiences, deeper relationships, a sense of purpose and fulfillment that may have eluded you in your younger years. If you're between 55 and 75, you're at the perfect age to harness the power of silence. You've got the life experience to appreciate it and the time to practice it. So be silent. Act like you have nothing to lose, because the truth is, you have everything to gain. Silence isn't about emptiness. It's about making space for what truly matters. It's about hearing the whispers of your soul over the shouts of the world. It's about rediscovering the amazing person you've always been and becoming the person you were always meant to be. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, comment 9 below. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss our next video.